Hello! In this video, I am going to be demonstrating how to do belly scanner missions in Flight of Nova, and those are, in my opinion, the most difficult thing that the game asks you to do. There's really nothing about orbital rendezvous or re-entry or the normal flying around that even comes close to the amount of precision that you have to employ to do these missions. And I've seen a number of people who are having trouble with them in the Steam forums and the game Discord and such. And also my last video about doing all the training missions, the one for the belly scanner was by far the most rewatched section of it. So I thought I would just make a video on how to do it. And I'm going to do this twice, once in third-person mode and once in cockpit mode. And I've selected this particular mission to do because it doesn't require you to find the object, it just tells you where it is. Some of them do give you a vague direction and then use a sort of beep beep that goes faster and faster as you get closer. And for help with those, let me just demonstrate something. This thing is about the same size. There's a crashed freighter or something nearby, but if you look at that object that's selected there, we're only 5 kilometers up. A lot of people will cruise around at 10 kilometers. If you didn't have that diamond there, you probably wouldn't be able to see it, even from here. And that's about the same size as... Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out. Anyway, that is about the same size as the targets for the other types of missions. That seems to be a bit of a bug there. I don't think that's supposed to be flying like that. Anyway, we don't need to find it because we've got this diamond around it, but for the missions where you do have to find it, just be aware that they're very small, and usually they don't have a nice indicator, either this blue diamond or a large crashed object next to it that's very visible. Anyway, I'm going to demonstrate this in third-person mode, and then I'm going to restart the mission and do it in cockpit view and demonstrate some techniques for doing that. If you're doing one of these for the first time, probably the easiest thing to do, and what I've seen most people recommend, is that you actually just land right next to the object that you're trying to scan once you find it. And in this case, we've got a little bit of a hill. That's usually the case. There's going to be some terrain that you have to deal with. But you can get relatively close, and you just do the belly scan like that. Of course, we're not in range of it, but you push your ring menu keybind and then select belly scan to do the scan. And you do have to be hovering over the target before that can work. You have to be relatively close and just hover directly over it. So you don't have to be right on top of it, but something like that should work. Thumb slipped off of my stick there for a second. You can see how quickly things can deteriorate there if you have even a small problem. Now here's the problem that you run into. In order to correct your position over the target, you have to move the ship such that the belly scanner is pointing farther away from it. And that's what makes it so difficult. You have to be aware of the fact that you have to stay over the target, but in order to keep scanning the target, you can't tilt too far because the belly scanner only points straight down. And therefore you have to be very still and make small movements, like I just showed you. So I'll go ahead and abandon this mission, and then do it again in cockpit view, and demonstrate a couple of other techniques. I see I'm in the wrong base now. I have to quickly go over to 86 in order to accept that mission again, so let's just do that. This will actually give me an opportunity to demonstrate the thing I was going to show, which is slowing down in VTOL mode. And I'm just going to make a particular point of doing that here. Notice the two things that we want to be looking at are our vertical speed indicator, which right now shows 92, and our total speed indicator, which shows 170-ish. When we get close to the target, in this case that landing pad, we need to slow down by pointing backwards, but we don't want to start shooting upwards. So look at your vertical speed indicator and just try to keep it close to 0 by using the throttle. And I don't know if that was obvious. I'll demonstrate it again in a little bit, but the technique is to try and keep your vertical speed close to 0 while reducing your actual speed to as close to 0 as you want. You may want to maintain a little bit of forward speed depending on the situation, but that's basically how you slow down while you're in that VTOL mode. Did not actually have the mission available, so I had to cut away and find it, but here we are. I've now accepted the mission again, so I can go scan the object again, and hopefully we should be able to do a good demonstration of this in cockpit view this time. And I am going to try and do it using the technique for slowing down that I just demonstrated. Alright, so we're coming close to the object. We want to slow down. Let's actually drop down a little bit so that we're not trying to fall down onto it. And we can use our prograde vector there. That's extremely useful to see where our trajectory is. Alright, watch the vertical speed. Don't let it get too high, and try to slow down as close to 0 actual forward velocity as possible. Alright, we ended up going backwards just a little bit, but that's okay. we're still very close to the target, and we can just hover over it and kill our speed over it. And there we go. That's all you have to do. Now we do still have to return, upload scan data. So let's just finish that off. A little aggressive there. And there we go, all completed. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know in the comments whether it was or whether you have any questions, and I'll make a follow-up video if there are any. Good luck and have fun.